And we are live, and the doors of the Sanctum have been unlocked and open for the week. Welcome everyone back to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I'm your illustrious host, Widow's Son. Joining me today will be my awesome co-host, The Wanderer, and as always, we have the distinct pleasure of having my mentor, Sir Hatman, join us today. It is always a pleasure for him to come on the show and shoot the proverbial shit with us. Sir Hatman, welcome back as always.
Thank you.
And let us not forget what okay, I like that sound, but what are we drinking?
Nothing too controversial, but appropriately named Monster.
How can you drink those before you go to bed?
Because they don't work as well as they claim. And I like the taste of some of them.
Well, there you go. I actually had one of the rehabs a few nights ago. Like it was like their take on an Arnold Palmer lemonade and tea.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually not bad. I mean, I don't consume those very often, mostly because I'm prone to kidney stones. So,
Ouch.
Yeah, and when people tell you that it is in fact like piss and razors, they are completely and 100% fucking correct, sir. I can tell you that. But let us not forget, we have the 1 year show coming up on the 25th, and you will be joining us for the 1 year because you were the very, very first guest that I ever had when we started.
Yeah, I will be around that particular day. I will be otherwise occupied.
Can you believe that it's been a year almost?
No more than I can believe. It was 18 months since I started streaming last month. It's like, where'd that go?
Exactly. I mean, I guess the saying is correct that time does indeed fly when you're having fun. Well, depending on what your definition of fun is.
Yeah, I don't think YouTube qualifies as fun.
Well, I mean, I guess it can, depending on, once again, what you're actually doing with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it might be fun for you.
So, lockdown has officially been loosened over there.
Mm-hmm. It's slackened a bit.
Now we're not talking rev slack, right?
No, definitely not. Though the gains are probably marginal, not that big, nothing to write home about.
So like how have they loosened those? Like what can you do and what can you not still do?
Well, you can go to the pub as long as you're outside.
Well, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, depending on how nice it is outside.
Yeah. So that was obviously the first thing they were going to do. Hey, let's get people back to the pub where they can all get drunk and share their diseases again. You can go shopping everywhere now, and you can theoretically go back to the gym, but I won't be. Not anytime soon.
You should get you like a Peloton or something.
Well, I've got an exercise bike and I've got some weights, but it's not the same trying to muster the drive to do it from home. When you're at a gym, you're trapped. You're like there. So you got to do it. Plus, there's people around. You know, you kind of feel peer pressure to do it.
peer pressure. I'm far too sensitive.
Yeah, but with social distancing, it's like, okay, they let so many in, and you're only allowed in for like 45 minutes. You barely wipe a sweat in that time.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, especially if you're doing leg day.
Yeah, any day.
Right.
I usually spend about 30 to 40 minutes on the treadmill alone. So,
well, I mean, I've begun trying to set goals for myself. Like, as far as like cigarettes go, I'm about to get my vape working again. I'm going to start working my way off of that, and I plan to try to be completely nicotine free by fall this year. I've been smoking for like 13, 14 fucking years, and it's about time I gave it up, and gave it up like for good this time.
Yeah, think of all the money you can save and spend on drink instead.
Well, that's the other thing. I mean, I still keep the drink under control. I don't now. It's like I've said, many times on the show. I mean, I like to drink when I'm around the right group of people. I don't mind getting a little tipsy. I mean, I love being drunk. I just hate being hungover. To quote the immortal Dimebag Darrell once again, that should be one of the slogans for this show: is I love being drunk, I just hate being hungover.
Yeah.
We still need to have our drinking contest at some point.
God knows when that's going to be.
Well, we'll see. We haven't quite decided on beverage though. Is everybody going to get to drink what they want, or are we going to have like beer or whiskey or wine or?
Yes, I think it would be a case of everybody having what they want.
That seems fair to me, because there would be at least maybe 2 6-packs of extremely high alcohol content beer sitting in my fridge, and maybe a small bottle of Jägermeister or Jack Black Label, something. Just a little something to break the monotony.
Yeah. Simultaneous.
The nights that I've had drinking beer and doing shots back to back. Oh my God. Thankfully, I don't remember a whole lot of them, and I'm sure that's a good thing in its own right.
Probably is. Can't imagine it ending very well.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, sir. Now, wait a minute. This is something I've been meaning to ask as far as like pubs go. Now, is it true that they serve beer cool but not cold, like cooler than, like a little bit cooler than room temperature? Is this correct?
I suppose it depends on what it is. Most lagers are cold.
Say like something like really dark.
I think that's probably close to room temperature. I don't really drink ales, so I have no personal experience. But I do know that if you're having like a beer or a lager, then you will very quickly get condensation on the glass. That's a pretty good indicator it's cold.
Okay.
Don't say that on the dark beverages.
Well, I've always heard that if you go to Ireland and you order a Guinness cold, that they'll laugh at you.
I think if you go to Ireland and order anything but a Guinness, they'll laugh at you.
Now that ain't true. Now.
Okay, they might let you off with the Bushmills.
That's still a trip that I plan to take. That was one thing that me and my dad always talked about doing, was going to Ireland together. Our family descends from Belfast, so I was joking with him one day, and I told him, I said, I heard they hand you a pint of Guinness and a shot of Jameson as soon as you get off the plane. He's like, well, let's go. Like, you want to fly 18 hours for a free drink? And he was like, well, why the hell not? So that's dad logic for you.
Oh yeah, free booze in the place where it belongs. So why not?
Well, my dad was born here. His 4 or 5 time or further back great grandfathers came over from Belfast and settled in Mississippi. So that was just something he and I always talked about. So I'm eventually going to take that trip for the both of us.
Good.
And sure, while I'm there, I'll pop by to see you and Stew Dog and Wanderer.
Well, I mean, I think 2 out of 3 is not bad. Wanderer's optional, right? I mean, he's not even here.
Right. He told me he had to go eat, and he's like, I'll be like 20 minutes. And that was like almost 30 minutes ago.
You have to go eat. Go eat where? Out in the kennel?
He's hitting the sauce. That's what he's doing. He's hitting the sauce. Get that buzz going before bed.
Squirting ketchup down his gullet.
Good God. Good God. So, so something actually interesting happened to me yesterday. I go to visit my mother, and my mom wants to get put, like, basically start a different phone plan, right? So we're going and we're taking care of everything. Well, they're going to keep me on my same phone. Well, lo and behold, AT&T starts having some kind of transfer problem. I end up having to get a new phone yesterday. Yay.
Convenient.
Not really, considering they don't do free upgrades anymore. So, yeah, fuck all that noise. You people have got it too easy. You got to pay for the upgrade now. Like you're not already making enough money as it is, you greedy corporate bastards.
Yeah, exactly that. I couldn't have phrased it any better myself.
Well, I did learn from the best. So, you know.
Your terminology was a little bit more diplomatic than mine.
Well, I mean, we're all about diplomacy here. That's what we're all about. Diplomacy and talking shit.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, you do let Wanderer in here every week.
You're only picking at him. You're only picking at him because he's not here.
I'll pick at him if he was here as well, but it's more fun when he's not.
So has the season officially ended over there yet, or are they trying to play catch up?
We've got another 4 or 5 weeks, I think.
I haven't checked the table. I haven't checked the table lately, so.
Yeah, well, if you check the table and say anything, I swear I'm going to leave this chat and never come back.
Oh, that just intrigues me to look it up now.
Oh, you can look at it, just don't mention it.
So, right now, I'm going to do some. I'm going to do some. Do I?
Yeah, think of John Cleese in Fawlty Towers. Don't mention the war. Don't mention the football.
All right, so let's see. Holy fucking shit.
Don't say it.
Not saying nothing. Not saying nothing. Only thing I will say is that I have mixed emotions, both sad and joyous.
That's acceptable.
Okay.
I'll let that go.
Okay. We can agree on that. We can agree on this. So,
yes.
Would it be appropriate to say that I'm shocked more than anything?
Well, I was shocked when I checked the table. It's like, what the actual F?
It's okay to curse, Sir Hatman. You pay good money for your internet to curse out loud.
All right. What the fucking hell is going on?
Right. Oh, but no, I'm shocked more than anything. That absolutely just, I did not fucking see that coming on either end.
Yeah. No comment. And just think, everybody said Moy's out.
How many times have you actually been to an actual game?
Only a couple. Getting tickets for Newcastle is an absolute, well, it was until obviously a few years ago. It was an absolute pain in the ass to try and get tickets, but now it's easy to get a hold of them. Just nobody wants to go and see them because they're shite. I don't want to go and see them because you just go expecting to get beat. So it's like, what's the point?
Well, you'll have to accompany me to Queen Elizabeth Stadium, and maybe you should switch sides.
If I switch sides, I go back to probably the first football team I ever managed in a football game, and that'll be Wycombe Wanderers. I've always had a soft spot for them since back in, oh god, what will it have been? Premier Manager 92, I think it was. Or was it Champ Manager? Can't remember what it was called back then.
Well, no, I mean, you know me. I'm West Ham till I die. But I also have a soft spot for Arsenal because buddy of mine who doesn't live around here anymore was a big Arsenal fan, so I got kind of a soft spot for them.
Yeah, Wigan Wanderers is my second soft spotty type team.
Well, I mean, we'll see. It's like over here, you know, in the part of the world where I reside, college football is huge, and of course, you know, I partake in that also. But see, there's a team that's not here in the Southeastern Conference. I pull for Notre Dame, so you know, there you go with that. So, but yeah, oh my God, I'm shock and awe. So new videos for you, sir. I've seen the live streams, and of course, I've had to work. I've got to work again this weekend, which is why we're getting the show in today. Haven't seen any new videos from you. What are we working on, sir?
At this particular moment in time, nothing. Everything that I kind of had planned seems to have gone by the wayside as circumstances have changed. I've still got some stuff on the potential back burner, but it is very much on the back burner. Just got nothing lined up and ready to fire.
So just sticking with the streams for now.
For now, yeah. I want to get back in the cycle of uploading. Once you get started, I guess it's easy to get back into it, but getting back into it that's the hard part.
I was telling Wanderer this, and of course, I mean, this show is super important, and I would never stop doing this. But I thought about starting a separate one, and doing more, philosophical discussions. And I've talked about having my brother come on and talk about his book, which incidentally he's got another one about to come out. I need to find out when that is because I'm very excited to read it. I keep several books going at once, but when I get one in my hands that I really want to read, I stop everything. I literally stop whatever else I'm reading. But I've thought about doing that. Just as kind of like how Bran is on the Geek Room, but he also has Bloody Breakdown and stuff like that. And now Frank is doing his channel. Which shout out to Frank. His channel is really, really good. I always enjoy it. And as always, shout out to our boys in the Geek Room, Frank, Bran, and sure, why not Billy? We love you guys. Thank you. Always do what?
I think of many reasons why not Billy.
But we always like to show our buddies over at the Geek Room a little love and support. So if you haven't already, go and subscribe to them, hit their subscribe button, get their notification bell on. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the stream. That really helps us out. And hit that subscribe button and our notification bell as well. And of course, don't forget about my mentor here, Sir Hatman. Please go and give this man a subscription. Show him some love. Great channel. You will always be thoroughly entertained, just as I am. So, so you can go to the pub, you can go to the gym, you can shop, but are they at like maximum capacities or are they like 30%, 25%? What?
I don't know, to be honest. I think it's just depending on what the stores themselves put in there.
Do you really even go outside anymore?
Well, I mean, obviously, food shopping and stuff like that's been open all the way, but it's general retail stuff now, so the clothes stores are open again, and basically non-essential shops is what they're saying. But I do all of that online anyway, so I mean, if I need clothes, then yeah, I'll tend to go out to buy those. But it's once in the blue moon, because it's not like I'm getting any taller or anything, is it?
Are you implying that you're actually shrinking?
No, I'm just saying I'm not really changing physically. That's one of the reasons I want to get back to the gym before I expand anymore, and I need to actually do something about my wardrobe.
I know. I need to lose a few pounds myself, because I go and I want to order I really don't order clothes online all that often. I'll order a t-shirt maybe once in a blue moon. But I keep seeing like all these bands that I love putting out like, reissues of shirts and stuff like that. And I'm just like, damn it. And none of them are in my size, and I'm just like, okay, it's time to knuckle down, get some weight off. So
yeah, I mean, now that Billy's obviously promoting how much he's going to the gym and stuff, and he's doing his arm days and his leg days, and it's like, okay, so I'm gonna have to compete with Billy, aren't I? So
are you issuing a challenge to Billy?
No, I'm not challenging Billy. I just feel I'll just do my thing, and then he can make all the announcements about it's arm day, it's leg day, and then flex one day, and I'll just show up so I can. Yeah, well, here I am.
Are you gonna grow an epic beard too?
No, I've just trimmed that today. I can't stomach a long beard on myself anyway.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm saying you got to grow like a ZZ Top or something,
No, but it gets a bit unruly, so it's like, yeah, can't be part of that.
Oh yeah, I understand. Trust me, when I had my surgery on my back, like while I was out recovering, I didn't shave. I had like a really wicked mountain man beard going on. I mean, shaving your head, you got to keep facial hair. And I encourage anyone who would be happening to lose their hair to shave their head. Just beat it to the punch. Just go ahead and beat it to the punch.
That kind of makes sense.
I mean, Mother Nature is already taking your hair from you. Why not just go ahead and just speed up the process a little bit? Plus, it's cheaper. It'd save you a fortune in haircuts.
That is true. That's why I've got my own clippers. I think we're going to be joined by the Wanderer momentarily. Seems to have resurfaced on Twitter. So I just want to point out it's the wrong platform. He should be here.
I mean, the only thing that it costs me is just shaving cream and razors every few weeks. That's it. Speaking of that, I'm going to have to shave my head tomorrow.
I'm not at the stage where I can do totally bald yet. I think the shortest I've had it done was a number one buzz cut, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, I like your new cap, by the way, with the Luciferian cross on it. Very good. I like that.
It was on sale on Amazon. I thought, I'll have one. I took about 3 weeks to get it from China.
Did you get a chance to listen to that song that I sent you?
I did, but it was weeks ago, and I've forgotten what it was now.
I'll send it to you again.
Yeah, probably best.
Because I heard that song years ago, and I don't know why, but it just popped into my brain early one morning at work, and I pulled it up and listened to it, and I'm like, you know what? I know someone that this may be quite fitting for.
Can't imagine who that would be.
Yeah, it just, I couldn't think of anyone,
Well, I've got to be considerate now because with the new stream intro, I need to factor in can my shadow dancing girls actually dance to the music? So I've kind of got to be careful.
Not a
shadow strippers.
Oh yeah, well that's true too. That's very true. Didn't quite think about that.
It's quite a challenge.
I mean, can you
watch very closely to make sure they sync?
I was about to say, will it not let you like slow them down or speed them up or?
Well, I can, but obviously going to do it so much, so I then either up it or reduce it by about 10% is usually solid before it possibly starts getting jerky. So, I mean, it's
Yeah,
these clips and stuff, but
yeah, I was like, this would be an appropriate theme song.
I'll run it in the background and see if the overlay will work.
Well, he was on Twitter. Where is he? Wanderer, you're going on an hour, bro.
Did he say he was going to eat, or was he going to be eaten?
I don't quite know. I mean,
Maybe he's dead.
if he's gonna sacrifice himself, I mean, he should at least give us a heads up.
R.I.P. Wanderer. He went for dinner and ended up becoming someone's dinner. Jeffrey Dahmer Jr.
Well, no, that would be implying that he was the one that was eating someone.
No, he was having dinner with Jeffrey Dahmer Jr.
Oh. Oh. Man, it is really and for those of you who can clearly hear birds in the background, yes, I am in fact sitting outside again. Now I'm not going to get too used to this because, excuse me, when it gets really, really hot, I won't be doing this because I'm not going to sit out in 90 something degree weather with like, 60 or higher humidity and do the show. I will be doing it from the comfort of my air conditioned apartment. So, but yes, while it's nice outside, I will come out here and do the show. Plus I can smoke out here. So that makes all the difference. So now I know you said that you were excited about seeing the Godzilla Kong movie. Tell me, how was it?
I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a lot of nonsensical BS in terms of obviously like realism, but
they put that on HBO Max, didn't they?
Yeah, it was still awesome to see like Kong and Godzilla going at it, and then Mecha Godzilla as well.
Did you ever watch Mystery Science Theater 3000?
No, that was not quite before my time, but given we didn't have satellites or cable TV over here back then, it wasn't really a thing.
I do highly recommend checking this out because if you like B movies, like really bad horror and sci-fi and shit, go look that up and watch an episode or two. It's really really fun. The guys that were doing that, they do this thing called Riff Tracks now, and they'll do it to popular movies, but you can buy some that are synced together, but other than that, like you have to actually buy just the audio file because copyrights and all that shit. And you have to actually sync it up like that old thing about Wizard of Oz and Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. You have to sync it together like that.
Okay. Of course, I might not need it considering my recommendation list on Amazon Prime. Obviously, when I was down with seeing Tara the other week, I pulled up Prime on my tablet. Yeah, this is what it recommends to me. Just the look of horror was really. This is what gets recommended. It's like, what the hell do you watch? Like, well, I don't know. I just see something which looks like reasonably macabre and 70s/80s. And, okay, yes, it has really bad effects, really bad acting, and often lots of gratuitous nudity. But yeah,
right. Like to quote Bran, what kind of weird fuckery is he into? So.
I don't know. It just gets recommended, and I think, well, that looks cool. Such classics like the Toolbox Murders. I mean, that's.
Ooh. I keep getting recommended Chopping Mall, and I really don't know if I want to watch it or not.
If that's the one I think it is, it's okay. It's a little weird. I think it's the one with where they have robot security guards and they go on a murder rampage.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
if you don't use the if you don't use the Tubi service, I highly recommend that for you because they put a lot of great horror shit out. Like they put like a lot of the 80s, like the really bad slasher flicks and shit, but they put a lot of hidden gems in there also. So if you don't use that, give that a go.
I don't believe I'm aware of it.
Tubi. Go and check it out. It is a free streaming service. There are commercials. There is a premium you can sign up for, but I just deal with the commercials. But yeah, their horror section is just full of hidden gems.
Yeah, it's not available in the UK.
Is it not?
Nope.
Oh, that sucks. I found probably terminated some type of international agreement or something so they could use it.
Probably violated, I don't know, most likely some sort of copyrights or.
There was one that I always remember. There was a preview I always remember seeing whenever I would rent Monster Squad from the video store. And it was a movie called, not the new one that's come out, I guess, called The Unholy, but it's another one from the 80s called The Unholy. And I wanted to see it forever. And it popped up on Tubi one day, and I sat at home and watched it finally. And the ending was really shitty, but the rest of the movie was great. So if you're into like the 80s movies, go give that a watch. The ending will disappoint you, but the rest of the movie's pretty stellar.
Given the number of movies I've watched off sci-fi over the years,
I don't think that
doesn't really come to it.
My mom likes to watch a lot of those really cheesy, bad sci-fi channel movies, and I'm like, can't do it. The CGI is too terrible. That's why I don't watch it. I mean, honestly, how many times can you do a movie about a huge shark?
Many times.
Well, apparently, but I mean, are you? I mean, giant shark versus octopus. I mean, dude, if people want to see something like that, they could just watch like the National Geographic Channel or some shit.
Well, I could, but I haven't seen a giant shark take on a giant octopus on National Geographic. Have you?
Not in many years.
So if that's the case, then there's clearly a gap in the market. Let's just make a movie about it.
Yeah, but with really, really bad acting and really, really bad CGI. That doesn't help the cause whatsoever.
Yeah, well, you gotta make do with what you can get.
Well, I mean, I know these people probably have a budget of like maybe $1,200, but you know, let's put forth just a little more effort. I mean, I've seen shitty college independent films with better storyline.
I've seen Fallout Story will be the best thing you've seen since like a baby.
Well, it's about time you showed up.
They made me do the dishes, man. They made me do the fucking dishes.
Well, that's when you say, I've got places to go, people to talk to and
They
stuff.
they don't think I'm very important. No, that's a lie.
I was about to say now. I call shenanigans on that one, sir.
But yeah, they just made me do the dishes because I forgot that I was meant to cook tonight.
Oh, you were cooking.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is good or terrifying.
Well, they wanted me to make a chili. I've made a chili before, but it was like, oh, fucking yonks ago.
I'll take your word for it.
It's probably about 3-4 years ago now. It was ages ago, man.
So what is new with you, sir?
With me.
Yeah.
Well, today I went and bought like 3 t-shirts, and I had that new bubblegum drink from Starbucks. I thought it was pretty good. I fell asleep in the sun with black jeans on, and my
Ooh.
legs hurt.
How are you not sunburnt?
You know, I haven't even looked at my legs yet, so I don't know if I am. And then that's about it. That's all I've done all day. And I meant to do some work on the project today, but I completely forgot. So who knows? Maybe I'll do some later.
Well, you've got school coming back up, don't you?
Yeah, school started on Tuesday. It was going all right. I did some good shit considering it was like my first day back.
Oh, I thought you didn't go back for like another week or something.
Oh yeah, I go like in on Friday, but I'm like remote learning on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's a whole thing. It's a whole mood. It's a whole vibe. Is it just me, or is chat like empty? Is this 6 people watching, but like chat's fucking empty?
Yeah,
I think there might be a bug. I don't know.
I've been noticing that myself. But you know, it is what it is. There's still people watching, listening,
Yeah,
doing their thing.
maybe it's a bug. I don't know.
You're a bug.
I'm not a fucking bug. You know who is a bug? TKS minus. He's a bug. He's a minus. Fucking insectoid.
I think Hatman would agree with me that you're a bug. I mean,
I'm not a fucking bug, mate.
No comment.
You know, there's a cool thing coming out. It's a mod for Fallout 4. It's called Fallout London, and it's like set in London. And I can't wait for that personally, because then like apparently there's gonna be like some sort of fucking feral ghoul queen. I think that's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
well, I mean, I guess it will prepare you for the impending wars, I guess you could say.
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's definitely going to be some sort of like French Revolution type shit in the next 10 years. I mean,
Hatman will lead the charge, I'm sure.
Personally, I'm just kind of planning to, you know, sit back. I'm planning to sit back and just watch the flames with a beer. Kind of my plan.
What'd you say, Hatman?
I'm just gonna let them kill each other off. Rule what's left.
I will go back to the sewers.
Oh, so that's where you live? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. The sewers of Birmingham.
Well, you're the Nosferatu of the Birmingham.
Yeah. I am the British of Birmingham. Yes, I.
So how is the project coming along?
I haven't done much work on it since last week. I did update one of the slides that I've drawn, and I think it looks far better than it did originally. My main issue was that the fact that like I thought I did the lighting absolutely terribly. So my plan was I was going to redo it, and I think I did a pretty good job considering it was during a night. So there's that. I need to finish the one I'm drawing right now, then sort the lighting out, then boom, and then we're ready to finish it off, and then get on to the final bit.
Have you got a didn't you say it was going to be like sometime in June or July, maybe?
That's what we're aiming for, and we're definitely going to hit that point if all goes well. Because I think I'm pretty much going to be done with work around early June. So I'll have all of that time in the summer to perfect it, and then talk to Dumpy about getting music sorted and stuff, and then boom, we should be ready to go basically.
I'm quite looking forward to it. Like I don't know jack about Fallout, but I'm gonna watch this.
I appreciate it. I mean, it doesn't tell you much about like base Fallout, but it tells you enough about one of the factions.
Yeah.
So you'll have a brief understanding about like what shit goes down and stuff. But
you should work me or Hatman into the story.
I'll make you some of the members of the Legion. Not like the Legion, but like a different Legion.
Well, I mean, we are Legion, and
yeah,
we are Legion, for we are many.
Some guys like on Twitter, some guy is like saying, "Oh yeah, we need to keep on working on Halo 5." No, shut the fuck up. No. It's fine. It's okay. Leave that shit. We need MCC. MCC's the saving grace. Like Halo wouldn't be where it's at today without the MCC updates.
So, have you done your homework for this week?
Yes, I did. I really enjoyed it as well.
Okay. Well, let's pass it over to you, and let's hear what you have to say.
All right. Let me get my notes out because I did them on my phone today. I listened to half of the album on the way to the shopping center, and then the rest when I got home.
Which one?
Seven Dust.
Okay.
And then I listened to the other one the other day.
All right. Well, let's hear it.
Okay, so I'm going to start off with Seven Dust because I wrote those notes before I did the other ones. Why is Hugh Janus trending in the United Kingdom? I'm getting distracted. Sorry. Okay. So, starting off with the first track, it sounded kind of bleepy bloopy in the beginning. It gave me some instrumental callbacks to CKY in a way. I thought it was a pretty cool way to open it up, and I enjoyed the solo quite a lot as well. And the chorus was probably a highlight. Moving on to Bitch, which is like the best song name I've seen in a while. It had quieter openings. I enjoyed the guitar riff from that. It kicks into something greater and louder, which I also enjoyed quite a bit. The drums stuck out to me like a sore thumb, and I thought like that was amazing. And the vocals on this song kind of reminded me of Rage Against the Machine, if they had a baby with Pantera, and the overall song, if they had a baby with Pantera and Metallica. So that was something I really enjoyed as well. I was kind of drawing parallels throughout this entire album to like stylistic choices that I believe they might have taken from different artists and kind of mixed them together, and it's something I really liked as well. So moving on to Terminator, I like the opening of this sounded incredibly similar to something you'd hear from Tool, and that's just my opinion, obviously, but I got some major Tool vibes from the beginning of this track, and I thought it was a dope track overall. Then we move on to probably my favorite track, which is Too Close to Hate. I loved absolutely everything about it. It took elements from some of my favorite bands that would have sort of sent me over the last year or so that I've been on Sanctum Sanctorum, and like smashed it up basically. And I thought it was absolutely fantastic. So getting on to Wired, I wasn't too much of a fan of that one, not gonna lie. Then we get on to Prayer. I thought that was amazing as well. I don't really have much else to say about it, but I love the way it sounded, like in almost every aspect. Then we have Face, which also gave me some Rage Against the Machine vibes, though this time it was more Rollins band as well, and I thought that was quite cool, and the bass on this song was brilliant. Speak, I love Speak's guitar riff. It was quieter than some of the other tracks, and it was a nice change of pace, I'd say. I enjoyed it. Then I wasn't feeling Will It Bleed. I love the opening of My Ruin. It really reminded me of Tool again, which is some lovely shit. I thought the bass was great. I thought the guitar was great. The drums, the vocals, everything about that track was great. And then we get onto the final track, which is an explosive ending to the album, in my opinion, which was Born to Die. So, overall, I enjoyed this one a lot from a stylistic point of view, a vocal point of view, and pretty much any and all perspective that you could look at this album. I thought it was absolutely great shit, and I hope to hear more from this band. So, overall, I'm going to give this a 9.5.
Excellent. That they are, and they're an amazing band live too. I got to they opened for Disturbed when I got to see Disturbed play.
They do sound like they'd be really great to listen to live, not gonna lie.
Oh, like really one of the most energetic shows I've ever seen. But yeah, they put on a really, really great show.
Yeah. All right, so moving on to the second album, which is by Acid Bath, and it's called When the Kite String Pops. So the opening track called The Blue. The opening really fucking hurt my head, but afterwards, I thought it had an absolutely wonderful bass. The drums were fantastic as well. It kind of, I don't know why, but honestly, like listening to the entire album, it's very different compared to how I felt in the beginning. But it gave me some Typo Negative vibes somewhat, instrumentally at least. Not in the vocals, because the vocals, obviously, they're their own kind of thing. I've never heard a vocal style like this before. So, yeah, I really enjoyed The Blue, I'd say. Apart from the opening. The opening was a bit ear-destroying. Then we get on to Tranquilized. I thought the riff was pretty cool. I thought the vocals were dope. The drums were pretty killer as well. Not much else to say. I thought it was a pretty damn good track overall. So then we have a Cheap Vodka, which has an opening also very similar to something you'd probably hear off Life Is Killing Me by Typo. Specifically like songs like Angry Inch and I Don't Want to Be Me and shit. Like that's the kind of vibe I felt from the opening. But then it kind of bleeds into something even more fantastic than that. And I enjoyed it a lot. Finger Painting of the Insane, I super enjoyed the riff, and the vocals on this track too were something to behold. I really enjoyed Finger Painting of the Insane. That's probably like my second favorite track or something. It's either my first or my second. I definitely like The Blue, but Finger Painting of the Insane it's up there. Jezebel, there wasn't really much to say about it, though I did enjoy the kind of angry tones of it. It felt really cool to listen to. Scream of the Butterfly. I wasn't really too fussed about this one. It was neat. It just I just wasn't really feeling it after the last song. Then we have Dr. Seuss Is Dead, which had an absolutely menacing bass. I really loved that about that song. Honestly, it felt like this is something that I probably would have enjoyed around 2 or 3 years back, considering the music taste I wasn't new at the time, which was, you know, angry shit like this, and with metal and rock kind of undertones, but not exactly the actual, you know, full picture. So I feel like if I listened to this, if it, like, say I went back in time, showed my past self this album, I probably would have liked it. But then we have Dope Fiend. I love the guitar riff. It reminded me of something that Uncle Acid did on Bloodlust, which I believe was from... I forget the exact song, but there's a song that has a very similar kind of style of riff. Then there's one that I don't know how to pronounce. It's like Tubabo Kumi or some shit like that. I didn't feel like I liked this one too much. God Machine, it was okay. I honestly I wasn't really feeling this one either. Mortician's Flame, however, I love the drum beat. The bass was beautiful. The riff was pretty great, and the vocals were damn cool as well. Sadly, I wasn't too much of a fan of What Color Is Death. And then we get onto The Bones of Baby Dolls. It's acoustic in the beginning, and I believe throughout as well, if I can remember correctly. It's kind of odd compared to the rest of the album, considering the style and shit, but it's appreciated nonetheless. I enjoyed this one. And finally, Cassie Eats Cockroaches. It was an interesting guitar riff, and I enjoyed that one. So the album, in a way, it's kind of like a zigzag pattern. It was quite controversial for me. I love some parts, but I disliked others. But it was a really enjoyable experience overall, and I'll definitely go back and listen to it. And I even think I saved up to 5 songs or so into my playlist from it. So overall, I'm gonna give this one an 8.
It isn't it is a record that that's definitely an acquired taste.
Yeah,
I love it. I mean, as much as I love, like Crowbar and EHG and all that. I mean, that's one of those New Orleans records. That's another one of the New Orleans records. The guy who fronts Acid Bath, I think he was the drummer for Crowbar. He may still be the drummer for Crowbar.
yeah, but it definitely had like a. It's hard to explain. It sounded definitely a lot different. It's something I could definitely picture you listening to, but I don't know. It was it was cool. It was cool.
Well, I went ahead and sent you your next 2.
Oh, have you? All right, let me try. Oh shit. So we have the Ramones self-titled record, and also Frizzle Fry by Primus, which I believe we were talking about with Dumpkey a while ago.
Right. This is one that I haven't sent to you.
Yeah.
But the first one is just some of that old, really great mid 70s punk rock that was coming out in like New York toward the end of the 70s.
Yeah. It's yeah, I'm kind of excited to listen to it. Obviously, I didn't like Pork Soda so much when it came to
I was talking about
Primus,
I was talking about the Ramones album.
Yeah, the Ramones I've never listened to before, so I'm excited to listen to those. But
I will say this: the songs are really short.
So I'm gonna guess it's gonna look like a long album, but it's gonna have a shit ton of short songs, kind of like that one. What was it again? Shit, it wasn't Ghost. It was fuck.
I don't think I've sent you Ghost.
I forgot the name. Oh, Misfits.
Oh,
Popped out of my head for a sec.
Well, the Misfits weren't like really all that short, but they were still short nonetheless. And it's about time for me to send you their second album after they reformed in the 90s. So, but yeah, I hope you'll enjoy, and because I knew you said you like Sailing the Seas of Cheese, I think you'll like Frizzle Fry. So
Hoping to.
Frizzle Fry is a real fun album. Like the first song, To Defy the Laws of Tradition, is just it's sick. Is all I'm gonna say. It's just a fucking sick ass song. But so what have you done since the restrictions have been loosened?
I had a drink in my room. That's about it.
Well,
I went shopping today, and that's about it, really. I went else. So.
Well, you have a drink in your room, and I mean, Hatman has a drink at his computer. So
Yeah, I had wine yesterday, white wine. That shit was acidic as fuck. I like red
why?
wine
Because it's
better.
made from grapes.
Yeah, red wine is far better.
Yeah, I prefer what red.
On my to-do
red
list,
wine.
on my to-do list is whiskey.
Ooh,
Because my dad has some this sweet smelling whiskey that I want to try. It smells pretty fucking good.
be careful with whiskey.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Yeah, because a whiskey drunk is not really all that fun all the time. And if it hits you the wrong way, I've seen people get really violent.
Oh shit! Oh no, I'm not a violent person.
Well, I know that, but I mean,
Don't get me wrong. I kick somebody's teeth in, but I wouldn't be angry about it.
I'd be smiling the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I think we lost Hatman.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, well. Any advice for Wanderer when it comes to whiskey drinking?
Make sure you know how to get out of the bathroom.
Stew dog moment.
Yeah, don't get locked in the bathroom and then have some cider and yogurt.
Dude, we need to get Studio back on so we can explain that story again because that was fucking amazing.
I sent him a link, but he may be asleep or something. But yes, we definitely need to get Stew Dog back on here. And Doc is working today, of course. God, it is a really fucking nice day out here today. I can't say that enough.
It was a lovely day today over here as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know about for you, considering you were the one who fell asleep with, in the sun. I mean,
I need to figure something out. Because basically I'm doing all the sprite animations and shit for a video game that we're working on. And I need to figure out if all of the animations need to have the same aspect ratio of like the same amount of pixels. And if that's the case, I'm gonna need to actually, to be honest, I need to resize this thing anyway, so what the fuck am I doing? Never mind. I'm just being stupid. Alright.
Did you have a brain fall? You need to quit drinking.
Nah,
you're already beginning to get forgetful, so stop drinking.
I was forgetful before this, man. Like, you ain't know me if you don't know this. Like, the most forgetful motherfucker on this earth.
Well, I don't know all about that now.
It's pretty much true, but...
Are you eating?
Yep.
What? Not even gonna ask.
It's like Kendall mint cake. That's what it is. It's pretty nice. Hatman, have you ever had that?
Can't say as I have.
It's really nice. You should try some. They sell it at most like mountain shops for some reason. I don't know why they sell it there.
What is it again?
Kendall mint cake. Oh yeah, Kendall mint cake. It's not even a cake, but it's mint.
Well, if it's not a cake, then what is it? It has to be something.
It's like a chocolate bar, if anything. I don't know why they call it cake. It's like, imagine like white chocolate, but it's like super pale. Like it's albino chocolate. But it's not chocolate, it's mint. And that's basically what it is. It's pretty damn good. Kind of like those mints you can get, the cylindrical like XXX ones you can get.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty damn nice. It reminds me of that, but like less powerful.
Well, I'm jealous now. I want to try it. But now I haven't got my schedule yet for the next show, but I should hopefully find that out tomorrow.
Was that for work?
Yeah. I will be going. I will let everyone know that I will be going back to Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays off again soon. So we will be doing the show regularly on Saturday, like we were originally. So, but I'll have more details on that, and I'll be steadily announcing that as things progress. So yes, we will be going back to our Saturday schedule. Hopefully, very very soon.
That'll be great.
Uh, well, guys, I think I'm going to make this one a short one this week. I've got some things around the homestead that I need to take care of, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and get a show in this week, a little shorter than normal, but we're going to we will make it up to our lovely audience. Thank you for all of those who tuned in to watch this afternoon. Chat was really quiet, which is unusual, but it is during the week, and I know people are working or doing their thing. Hatman, thank you for coming on and joining us again. As always, you know you're always welcome.
No problem.
And Wanderer, what's coming? Are you got any streams or anything you're gonna do?
I'm probably gonna stream some Halo around, like maybe in an hour or two. I don't know. I don't need to get up in the morning, so it's a good shout.
Well, all right. Well, I'll definitely be looking for that here in just the next little while. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week. So we will make up the time for you next week on the next episode. I can assure you of that, and we'll try to get Doc in here with us. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon, and we really really appreciate all the love and support as always. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the stream for us. It really helps us out. Hit that subscribe button, get the notification bell on for us, for not only us here in the Sanctum Sanctorum, but also for Sir Hatman, the Wanderer, the guys in the Geek Room, Brand's Bloody Breakdown, all those guys. Go and show them some love. But we will see you on the next episode, everyone. But until then, my friends, as always, peace be with you.